Hi guys, so it's Damien from Marketing Food Online. So in the video I'm about to show you, I'm going to give you a website if you're looking to create a coffee business logo. There's a website that you can actually create a customized coffee business logo in under 30 seconds. And they're going to give you over 9,000 varieties. I'm going to get my laptop open and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create a custom coffee business logo. And we're going to jump into that right now. All right, so as Damien, as I mentioned in the introduction, I've got a website that I want to share with you guys if you are looking to create a coffee logo. So if you're looking to get into the coffee business and start selling coffee online, creating your own roasted coffee brand, or just getting your product into retail stores, this website has over 9,000 varieties of logos in a matter of seconds for you to take a look at, customize, edit, and then buy it. And then you can apply that to even everything from even merch or to your own coffee bag or coffee brand, whatever it may be. So let's dive into this and waste no time. Number one, the name of the website is BrandCrowd. Now I've done a couple other fantastic videos on how to create food business logos using BrandCrowd, and it literally is something that takes less than a few seconds to do. So once I pull up some of these, I'm actually going to take one or two of them and then show you how you can customize them and create your own unique brand with these logos. So go to BrandCrowd, and I'll have, by the way, a description. In the description section, there'll be a link. You can simply click on that. That'll take you over to this actual page that I'm showing you right now, and you can create and kind of play around with yours as well. So first thing you want to do is enter the name of your business. Now, if it's coffee related, I'm simply going to type in the word coffee. If it's Bill's Coffee or Ted's Susie's or whatever it may be, if it's your name and your coffee business, you can type that in here as well. I put coffee because there's a reason. I'm gonna go ahead and hit enter, and that's going to pull up a bunch of logos. Then let me show you a neat little trick. The next up, you want to take a look at the designs that are available. The next thing you want to do is actually type in under keywords. I use coffee and the word bean, coffee bean, okay? Then hit search. Here's the reason why. Because a lot of times when you do just a business name, if you have a generic word like coffee, you can get a lot of other designs that really don't look like coffee, believe it or not. But if you go into the keywords and type in specify coffee bean, you're gonna get a ton, actually over again, 9,000 to choose from, a ton of logos that will be specific for coffee bean or coffee business. And it has more of a look that's kind of coffee related as well. And let me just scroll through. Some of these are really cool, guys. These are amazing. And you can literally customize the color, the size, the font style, everything on the layout. Let me go down here real quick and show you, and then I'm going to get into one of these. Here it is. So you have over 9,000 designs, right? Now I won't go through 9,000 designs in this video because I definitely want to show you how you can customize one of them because you don't need 9,000 of them. All right, so let's take a look at one and then get into customizing. All right, this one's actually kind of cool here. You simply click on the logo image that you want to select, and then from there, that's where it takes you to the next page where you can customize everything. So now keep in mind, these are also going to, near the end, and I'll show you what I mean. Near the end, when you begin to download this, you're gonna get a multiple variety of different file formats. These are very important because those different file formats allow you to create merch, you can create hats, there are gonna be images that'll be able to be used on a website. You can use them on packaging when you're printing your label or if you're picking a logo. So you have to understand that all of those different types of file formats are super important because the clarity of each logo is very important when you start to use them for different purposes. When you apply them to clothing or merch or even coffee cups or mugs, you want to sell merch with your website online. When you sell coffee, you can do that too. But you got to have the right file size and the different types of files as well. So let me show you really quick how we customize it. So you want to click on the logo, and when you do here, that's actually going to give you a selection of the logo itself with all of the colors that are encompassed in there. These four right here are the colors inside the logo. You want to go to the different fonts, you can do that as well. Select the actual text and then come over here. Now, you can customize the name of it. Let's say it's this Roasted Bean Coffee Company. Okay. You can shrink this down. You can make it smaller as well by simply grabbing the boxes on the outside of the text and dragging it in or out. Now, really quick tip, like I do with all of the videos I talk about logo designs when it comes to food business logos, is you want to make sure that the text isn't too small. You don't want to be within the actual graphic. Before I got my marketing degree, I actually studied graphic design for about 2 years and decided to change my major. But what I learned was that you definitely want to keep things proportioned, and you don't want to overlap text with the actual image, okay? So what I mean by that is you want to make this a little bit larger than the outside of the logo itself, but don't go overboard. You don't want to go too big because you're going to be out of the parameters of where the image is. And you also don't want to go too small. So if you were to be within line of the actual logo, that's kind of a little too small. You can't really read the actual name of the business, okay? So go just a little bit on the outside. Now let's change the style. Come over here to the font, select a different one. Remember, you want to make it legible so people can read it. Don't get too fanciful with it or too whimsical, because if it's hard to read, people won't remember the company, the actual brand, and that's obviously what you want them to remember. So we can go through literally here hundreds and hundreds of different styles. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose one that's really quite easy to read. Let's go with something thinner. Let's check this out. There we go. I kind of actually like that. So again, you can also increase the size here or decrease the size here. Okay. Now let's go in here and change some colors, as I mentioned before. So any of the colors in this design that have this, you can literally manipulate that specific color. There you go. You see? Okay, and when you're done, you simply hit done and you've changed the color. Of course, you can do the logo itself if you want to change the color. You can do that by going here, selecting the color, and then changing that as well. Let's go with something different. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's go a little dark. There we go. And then hit done, and you've changed it. Now, on the bottom, you also have like a tagline. You can actually do a slogan or something to that effect. You could put on here, best coffee. Wait a minute, let's delete that. I don't need that particular one. Let's go over here first. Best coffee around. And again, this is just for purposes of this video. And then we're going to change this font as well. We're going to make it a little bit more thicker and denser, but we're going to make that a little bit smaller. Now, what I always would recommend too, when you create your customized coffee logo, you want to make sure that the slogan or the little logo on the bottom, the little couple of words that you add to it that's not related to the name of the business, make that smaller than the actual name of the business. You don't want that to overpower it, okay? This is what I mean. You've got it oversized. This is not going to work because you're not going to remember the name of the business. Your slogan, as important as it is, you want to kind of keep it a little bit smaller than the actual name of the business, okay? And then you're all set to go. Now, of course, this would be something you can delete. We'll take that off. There you go, just hit delete. And that's it. So you can take a very simple logo out of the 9,000 that they offer, customize it, create it the way you want it to look, and then when you're set and ready to go and you're really comfortable with it, you can go right over to download, and you want to go ahead and hit download. Now it's going to take you to the page where you can make the purchase of the logo that you created, okay? And again, as I mentioned in my other videos, you've got a variety of different packs to choose from. Always remember, these are the most important, the different vector files. Those formats are crucial because you can apply those different types of formats to different parts of your business, okay? If you happen to have a logo, again, that you wanted to put onto a website, you've got to have a certain vector file for that. Once you create your merch, or if you're doing, like I said before, clothing, hats, if it's coffee mugs, if it's hoodies, whatever it may be, you got to make sure you have all those different files. Otherwise, the logo itself will be distorted when they either enlarge it or shrink it down to put it on the different merch. It will not look right, okay? So that is how you create a custom, super quick and easy, with 9,000 to choose from, coffee company logo for your business, okay? Now I've got another one coming up. I'm gonna show you some varieties. If you're starting a tea business, if you're interested in tea or selling tea online as well, definitely check out the next video I'm gonna post you. I've got some really cool logos that we're gonna walk you through as well. If you have any questions on how to create a customized coffee logo for your business, let us know down below in the comments. We definitely appreciate it. And remember, in the description section, there's a multitude of additional resources. We have a website, marketingfoodonline.com, that has blogs, that has a whole bunch of services for you, has a bunch of free resources, even more videos, and you can interact on there as well. And of course, we have Facebook groups available for you as well. And I'll see you guys on our next video. Thanks for watching Marketing Food Online. And if you are looking to create your own food truck, start a home-based food business under the cottage food law, franchise a food operation, start a packaged food business, private label your own food product, sell on Amazon, get your own online store, or sell food online. Remember to subscribe and check out these videos for more resources.